Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
A district in financial turmoil with a split board and without its superintendent.
I would love to amend the agenda to put on to bring our superintendent back to be a part of the process.
The investigation at the center of the superintendent's removal and the push to bring him back.
We begin with a family-owned golf course forced to beef up its security after being repeatedly hit by vandals and thieves. That family says in all of its years of owning the course, nothing like this has ever happened. All
happening at the Bellawood golf course. That's at 23 Mile North in Macomb Township, and that's where Victor Williams is right now. Victor, we're talking more than $10,000 in damage.
Yes, that is correct, Devin. A lot of damage, and that along with the theft and vandalism that has occurred right here at this golf course has been a lot on management. They're telling me that this is a place that's supposed to be enjoyed and not destroyed.
People just have no respect for a lot of things going on these days.
Bellawood's co-owner Janet Schradi has been in charge of the 52-year-old family golf course for quite some time, but says she never had to deal with anything as bad as what's been going on this year. Back in March, someone apparently broke into one of the outhouses, causing about $4,000 in damage with some type of metal pole.
They just banged the doors in and broke all the fixtures. That's where it started.
The folks who do come here and golf, they love it here. So I really don't understand how they can really just do this kind of stuff.
The damage was believed to be the end of it until other equipment started to seemingly disappear in October and November.
Next thing you know, fall comes along, and we have 2 carts missing.
Not just any old cart. 2 high-end golf carts priced at $3,000 each, creating a major setback for the facility.
We're talking about probably a total between these 3 things, $12,000.
And even with all the issues that have happened, the main thing manager Kathleen Cracchiola desires is peace of mind.
We'd love it if they could even come clean or just stop doing it, maybe bring the carts back.
Just consider how hard we work, and I wouldn't come over and, do anything to your property. So, leave my property here the way you found it.
And Janet doesn't believe that this is the result of someone having a bone to pick with the business, but instead the result of outsiders who may have just moved into the community that might have a lack of respect. I'm Macomb Township, Victor Williams, Local 4.
That's right. All right, Victor.
All right, turning our attention now to new COVID numbers from the weekend.
State reporting 21,034 new cases over the past 3 days, so averaging out right now to 7,000 cases a day. We've lost 95 more Michiganders to COVID-19. That includes 27 that come from a review of vital records. The state has tracked 87 new school outbreaks. Biggest of those at Pioneer Middle School in Plymouth, which saw 17 cases. Mumford High School in Detroit at 16. Some good news on the vaccination front. Finally over the 70% mark. 70.2% of Michigan adults have received at least 1 dose of the vaccine.
A tense school board meeting in Romulus where some members are calling for the return of its superintendent. Last month, Dr. Benjamin Edmondson was placed on leave amid an investigation into financial practices. Our Priya Mann was at tonight's meeting, and Priya, that investigation into the district has ended. So is the superintendent coming back?
Well, Kim, that is the $64,000 question. The answer really depends on which board member you talk to. Now, the school board president says the district has now been contacted by the U.S. Department of Education, and she's considering getting the AG's office involved.
To add the action item for bringing back Dr. Edmondson.
In a 4-3 vote, that amendment did not pass. Nearly 90 minutes later, another battle between board members played out.
I believe that Ms. Germain should resign, and I make a motion that the board request her to resign.
Ms. German's remarks in a previous board meeting raised the ire of Romulus school teachers.
That you said this district has nothing to offer your kid. Right. This is incorrect. I think the reality is you don't have anything to offer us.
Chaos has become commonplace at Romulus community schools.
Do what's right.
Their frustration lies in the fact the superintendent remains on paid administrative leave.
So if the investigation is not over, why were the findings posted on the district website? And at this point, it's not about Dr. Edmondson. It's about, are we going to dig down into our finances and save this district?
Resign and bring Edmondson back.
At one point, Romulus police escorted a parent out of the meeting.
He hasn't even done anything.
Security felt threatened by the remarks that we were making, which were under no circumstances threatening at all. We were shouting our disapproval of what was actually going on in the meeting.
The meeting ended with no indication whether Superintendent Edmondson will return.
The investigation is not over, but the findings were posted. Make it make sense.
Yeah, and the findings that she's talking about recommended that an outside agency come in and oversee the district's finance department for at least 6 to 9 months. Meanwhile, the fate of Dr. Edmondson remains up in the air. Reporting live in Romulus tonight, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
All right, Priya, now to the news his family has been waiting for. Local journalist Danny Fenster is a free man after spending 6 months in a prison in Myanmar, thanks to former U.S. diplomat Bill Richardson. Cameras caught up with Fenster as he arrived safely in Qatar.
Happy to be on my way home. I'm incredibly thankful for everything Bill's done, everything his foundation has done. No, I'm feeling all right physically. It's just the same privations and things that come with any form of incarceration. You just go a little stir crazy.
Understand that. On Friday, the Huntington Woods native was sentenced to 11 years in that prison with hard labor attached. Family says they are grateful for Richardson. They just can't wait to see Danny again. Fenster expected to land in New York perhaps tomorrow. We hope.
President Biden today signing the new $1 trillion infrastructure bill into law. The package will deliver $550 billion in new federal money to upgrade America's aging infrastructure over the next 5 years. The president signing the bill in front of a bipartisan group of lawmakers. It includes billions of dollars for Michigan, including money to fix roads, replace lead water pipes, expand access to high-speed internet, as well as electric vehicle charging stations.
Because of this law, next year will be the first year in 20 years American infrastructure investment will grow faster than China's. We'll once again have the best roads, bridges, ports, and airports over the next decade. And we'll lead the world into the 21st century with modern cars and trucks and transit systems. We're going to do this by building again and moving again.
President Biden will be talking about how the new legislation will benefit the auto industry when he tours GM's new electric battery plant during his visit to Detroit on Wednesday.
Police launch a new investigation into racist messages in the Bloomfield Hills School District. District called police this morning because the messages were circulating on social media. Police department says it's working to find the source, though they didn't have further information just yet. But this new investigation comes just days after students walked out of Bloomfield Hills High in protest of how the administration has handled recent acts involving racism.
A car crashes into a Fraser nail salon in the middle of the day.
Happened at D Nails on 15 Mile near Garfield. Workers tell us an elderly woman thought she was hitting the brakes but hit the wrong pedal, crashing right into the front of the store. But fortunately, no one was hurt.
Still ahead, a state lawmaker is facing charges in an incident involving a nurse.
What he's accused of doing at an after-hours urgent care coming up. Let's check in with Paul.
Well, it's going to be a cold day at the bus stop for the kids tomorrow, but you know what? By November standards, I wouldn't call it obnoxiously cold, just kind of a typical November morning. 28 at the bus stop in the morning with mostly clear skies. And in the afternoon, mid-40s with at least partly cloudy skies, so that's pretty benign. Temperature-wise, though, we're going up into the 60s on Wednesday. We'll talk about that and the crash that follows in just a few minutes.
All right, Paul, also a Detroit man says he was just trying to talk to a state trooper when things turned violent. The video at the center of that controversy next.